Hi, I wanted to make a video today about a few misconceptions that people have. I wanted to introduce myself today. I wanted to talk about a few things that we probably miss out in the videos and we don't talk about it in the videos. So everything on this channel, what we discuss is about serious occult practices, serious practices where you're trying to change your life, serious practices about when you're not looking for a quick fix, and we're talking about overall transformation. We get into our spiritualities or spiritual self when we get into an adverse situation. Most of us, when we go through a lot of turmoil in our life, the first thing we do is we think about how can we address it and what is the best way of addressing the problem that we have, and we start looking for quick fixes. So I would like to tell you something about how things work, which deities work, which planets, whether astrology works or not, whether numerology or color coding, plants, herbs, oils, whatever we talk about, they all work depending on the kind of problems that you have, depending on the kind of solutions you're looking for. In my opinion, I would say that we need to realize that whatever be the problem, we need to understand that we are the reason for that problem. We are the one who, because of who that problem has manifested in our life. As Steve Jobs said, that it's easier to join the dots backward. If you look backward in any situation, you would always see that you are at fault. When I started my practice, I started with Egyptian magic, Kemetic magic actually, and then I went into hoodoo, I went into voodoo, and a lot of mixture of a lot, chaotic magic and chaos magic and demonic workings, tantric workings, and I have studied a whole lot of things and finally realized that every aspect is important. Whether we talk about the Romans or the Greek, or we take names of Egyptian gods, or we take names of our Hindu traditional gods, tantric goddesses, Shakti, and the names, the planets, every association with the planets, the color codings with the planets, everything plays a very important part. And not that it's not one size fits all. So obviously we have to see which problem is there, what are we trying to address, and it's a 50-50 thing. So whenever we are doing a ritual, if at all we are doing a ritual for any kind of a problem, whether be it health related, children related, or whatever is the thing, the ritual is just one part of it, and the rest is your surrounding, your relationship with yourself, your relationship with your surrounding, your relationship with the deities, your relationship with yourself, your confidence, your self-worth, your identity, whatever, name it. Every small aspect is important. So how are you supposed to lead your life? And this practice is all about how you change your ways, how you change your habit, how you because getting into any kind of spiritual practice is all about transformation. And be rest assured, if we are actually getting into any kind of spiritual practice really dedicatedly, seriously, and your life is going to transform, you're going to change it, and consciously you're going to change it. You are going to make attempts consciously, you're going to change your ways consciously. Everything needs to be a conscious effort. If it is not a conscious effort, then it's not going to work, because magic is all about changing a situation with our will. And what is our will? That is most important. Here, if you are trying to bend any part of our life, where we are trying to bend the reality into something else, there are certainly ways, and some of the deities who really help fast in that is, since we are talking about a lot of it, my favorite, I would like to talk about some of my favorite deities who I've worked with. I have worked with, in the beginning, I have started working with Papa Legba. I have worked with Oshun. I have worked with Isis. I have worked with Orisis. I have worked with Santa Muerte. I have worked with Lucifer. I have worked with Lilith. I have worked with Azazel, Asmodeus, Sitri, Vinaya, Clonic, Bule, Belphego, and I've worked with Pluto. I have worked with Jupiter. I have worked with Astaroth to begin with. I have worked with many of them, and some of them have really been my favorites, and these deities have really worked fast. As if I have put in an intention today, I have searched my references today, and I have thought about it today, and it's happened in a week's time. It is that fast. And sometimes it happens on the same day, and sometimes it takes time. I think it depends a lot on the energy or the kind of faith that you have, the kind of belief that you have, and the lesser question that you have, the faster you're going to reach that goal. Why do we need to question ourselves? Why do we need to question the deities? We don't really need to question the deities, because if we have something in mind, if we know that we are going to get it, we are going to get it, and there is not a single power under the sun which can stop you from getting what you want to achieve, because that is what this system is all about. You think about it, whether it is somebody's cancer, whether it's health, whether it's weight loss, whether it is skin problem, hair problem, eyesight problem, all kinds of problems. Any problem that you can think about, there is a solution, there is something that you can work on it, and that is the power we are talking about. When we talk about power, when we talk about rituals, when we talk about empowerments, when we talk about any of these, it's only that what can we change? And trust me, we can change everything with just one thought. That is the decision that we are going to make. Have you decided to actually change your life? Have you decided to transform? Have you decided what you're going to change in your life? What is it that you're going to incorporate in your life? What is it that you don't want in your life? And I think it's more important to know what we don't want, because if you're there in your comfort zone, and if you're sitting with everything right now, whatever you have right now, and still you're wanting to change, that change is not going to be a constant, permanent change. It's going to be a change which is going to be for a very short while. So it's best that we focus, we make our priorities, we make a list of things that we want to change, and we write it down to begin with. And then let's see, whatever the conscious step that we need to take to make those changes, let's make them. And if you need any kind of help with what kind of deities that you need to change them, which is going to be the fastest way, the most critical path we have to look at, and then we choose the deity accordingly if you are in a hurry. But in my opinion, if there is something which stops you from getting something that you want, it's always yourself. It's never outside you, it is you. If something is stopping your growth, it is you. If something which is stopping you to get what you deserve or desire. It's you. There is not a single thing outside of you which is stopping that. So I think if you really decide what you want, you'll definitely get it. You have your willpower, your ancestors' power who are walking always behind you, your deities who are there with you. They will all help you. And I hope you're going to get exactly what you want. And the idea is just to start off with it.